I've always had this acronym that I put in my office, in my gym, in my locker, in my room, on my goal sheet, sometimes on my daily to-do list. In big capital letters, I'll write WIT, WIT. And it stands for whatever it takes. And whatever actually means whatever. If it means waking up at 6 a.m., sign me up, I'll do it. If it means not taking a vacation for 10 years, I'll do it. Just sign me up. If it means being homeless and dumping all of my money into my company or my business, I'll do it. Sign me up. If it means losing a relationship or friends, sign me up. I'll do it. Indeed, if it means losing close ties to people that hold me back or I feel hold me back, whatever it takes, sign me up. I'll do it. If it means being made fun of, making a fool of myself, being called a failure or a loser because certain people don't think I'm achieving my goals fast enough, sign me up, I'll do it. If it means people will whisper, get your life together, you'll never make it, give it up already. If it takes hearing that, that's what it takes, sign me up, I'll do it. If it means going to a coach who is really insane, like the guy from the movie Whiplash, who's just gonna beat you into the best player, the best person you can possibly be, I'll do it. If that's what it takes, sign me up. If it means doing boring and tedious drills day after day after day until I become a master, sign me up, I'll do it. If it means doing those drills that everyone else rolls their eyes at, doesn't get out of bed for, if that's what it takes, I'll do it. If it means going broke, if it means losing everything I have, if that's one of the risks, whatever it takes, I'll do it. It also means to think outside the box. Whatever it takes means to do things other people aren't doing, to be bold, to not be shy, to not be self-conscious, just to go for it. Whatever it takes means whatever it takes to achieve my mission. What's your mission? I always say to myself when I'm dead tired, when I just want to back up or give up, I always ask myself, can I just give a little bit more? What if I could just do 1/10 of one rep? Just 1/10 of one rep. Could I think one more solid thought? If I see my goal line ahead of me and I'm dog tired and I don't think I'm going to make it and everybody else has quit, can I go just a little bit further? Can I do that? Is that possible? Just a little bit further. I remember being stuck in the sun one time, severely dehydrated, about 3 miles from any water. I seriously underplanned for this trip I made. There was no shade. I mean, the sun was beating down on me. It was over 100 degrees. My mouth was dry, I had a headache, I had every symptom of severe dehydration and possibly heat stroke. But I said to myself, even if I hadn't drank any water in the last 3 weeks, could I go 1 more inch? This is the thought I had while I was out there. Could I go 1 more inch? You couldn't stop me from going 1 more inch if I had to. And that's what I thought for 3 miles. And it took about an hour and I made it. I got where I needed to go. I just kept saying, you can go 1 more inch and 1 more step. How about 10 more yards? Can you walk a football field? With no water in me, I could run a football field if I had to. Whatever it takes might mean whatever thought it takes to get you to your finish line. All around you are people who can inspire you to do whatever it takes, and you need to take energy from them. Inspire means to breathe in, so you literally breathe in who they are. One day, this major blizzard was rolling into the city. I mean, it was apocalyptic. They were shutting everything down. But I had promised myself I'd go for a 10-mile bike ride every single day, and I had gotten to the habit of doing these bike rides at night. So it's around 10 p.m., and the police have the park completely roped off. You weren't supposed to be there, so I get on my bike, and I sneak around the barricades, and I get in the park, and it's completely empty. It's beautiful. The trees start swaying because the wind's picking up. The blizzard's actually coming in, and I'm going hard. And at first, the roads are really dry and clean, but so quickly, the snow starts falling. I mean, waves of snow and wind, and I see branches falling, and it's like the trees are fighting themselves. They're like banging against each other, and soon the entire road's covered in snow. It's very slippery, but I'm loving it. I'm flying, and it's maybe 10 minutes in, and everything's caked in white, and you can barely see in front of you. The snow's so thick, and now the wind's blowing, and it's kind of whipping off the trees, and I'm going as fast as I can. At one point, I start to get hot, so because I'm really pedaling hard and my face must get hot, and some of the snow on me starts to melt. And I remember blinking at one point, just blinked once, and my eyelids froze shut and I couldn't open them. So imagine I'm going 20 miles an hour on a bike and I can't see anything. So, and the ground's slippery, and I'm thinking, I'm about to crash. Luckily, somehow, miraculously, I get the bike to stop, and I just kind of hit a little bit of a curb, and I stop, and I'm like, yeah, I was really lucky, but I'm still kind of getting an adrenaline rush. And I'm cleaning my eye and trying to get the snow off of them. My beard's caked in snow, and I'm trying to open my eyes. I mean, I had to it took muscles I didn't know I had to open my eyes. I finally get them up, and as I'm standing there and I'm looking around, all of a sudden I hear this, that sound a footstep makes in snow? Squick, 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 squick. And I hear this sound, and I look over to my right, and there's kind of woods there, a bunch of trees, and it's dark, and there's a path, like Little Red Riding Hood, where you go down into the woods and it's dark. And all of a sudden I see the top of this head, and somebody's running towards me. Running. And up over the hill comes this man who had to be 75 years old. He's in shorts. And he has a sweatshirt on. And he has those old-timey headphones that, the radio are on, the big headphones with the little antenna out. And he's jogging through this blizzard. You could tell he didn't start jogging and then get caught in it. No, he was like me. He had started before. He knew the blizzard was coming. And you could just tell this by looking at him. And he runs pretty close by me. He kind of looks over at me and gives me a little smile. And in that little look, here we are both breaking the law. But in that little look, we shouldn't have been in the park. We're breaking the law, but we look at each other, and he kind of smiles at me. And in that moment, I knew we were kindred spirits. We were the same type of person. We both had a commitment to never miss a workout. We made a promise. Now, he was by far tougher than me. I mean, he was an old, tough bird running in shorts in a blizzard. But he winked at me, and he kept jogging. He disappeared into the distance. Whatever it takes to achieve a goal. And listen, there are blizzards coming when you have a goal that's important. There are going to be stretches where you're in a desert and you have no resources, and all you have is your will to fall back on. There are risks you're going to have to take. You're going to have to go into a lot of inclement weather and conditions and really push yourself to see what you're made of. Whatever it takes, adopt that mindset. WIT, W-I-T, write it on everything. What most people don't tell you is that those people you do meet along the extra mile are the most inspiring and interesting people in the entire world. The people doing whatever it takes are the type of people you want to be around. No doubt this man and I would have gotten along. Rare people always do.